Picture this. You're working with traditional CSS, and it feels like you're in a maze of classes and IDs. Sound familiar? It's like you're a brave explorer, hacking your way through a dense jungle of selectors, trying to find that elusive style rule that's causing an unexpected cascade of changes. You're battling with classes, IDs, and the dreaded specificity wars. It's a constant game of whack-a-mole, where fixing one issue seems to spawn another. And let's not even get started on the challenges of maintaining large CSS files. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, or perhaps more appropriately, a semicolon in a sea of code. Then there's the struggle of remembering which class does what. And the countless hours spent scrolling through lines of code, trying to decipher the purpose of button primary red border radius 5. Traditional CSS can feel like a tangled web, but what if there was a better way? Enter Tailwind CSS, a utility-first CSS framework that simplifies your styling process. Picture this, a world where crafting your styles is as simple as using atomic utility classes. This is the beauty of the utility-first approach. You style elements with classes that are not only simple but also intuitive. For instance, BG Blue 500 instantly gives you a stunning blue background. No more sifting through style sheets like you're embarking on an epic treasure hunt. But the magic doesn't stop there. Tailwind CSS is also your shortcut to speedy development. Want to add padding or margin? Just say P4 or M2. It's like having your favorite fast food delivered right to your development doorstep. And if Tailwind style isn't quite your cup of tea, no worries, it's customizable. You can adjust colors, spacing, fonts, you name it. It's like having a personal stylist, but for your website. With Tailwind CSS, you get a streamlined way of styling your elements minus the hassle. So why should you choose Tailwind CSS over traditional CSS? Well, imagine you're a chef. Traditional CSS is like creating a meal from scratch. You're chopping vegetables, seasoning meat, and constantly checking the oven. It's time-consuming, and there's plenty of room for error. But Tailwind CSS, it's like having a sous chef who has prepped everything for you. You're just assembling the ingredients, and voila, a perfectly cooked meal in half the time. That's the beauty of Tailwind. It offers speedy development with its utility-first approach, acting as your personal coding sous chef. It's got shortcuts that simplify your workflow, letting you focus on the big picture rather than getting lost in the weeds of CSS properties. And customization, Tailwind's got it in spades. It's like a tailor but for your website, allowing you to tweak colors, spacing, fonts, and more. Oh, and let's not forget about responsive design. Tailwind makes it as easy as pie, ensuring your website looks fantastic on any device. In a nutshell, Tailwind CSS is like a superhero, saving you from the tangled mess of traditional CSS. It's fast, customizable, and just plain awesome.